Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Haley here with You Get What You Paid For. Today we are going to be talking about something that I think everybody should know about, and it is baby wipes. Even if you do not have a child, baby wipes can be used around your house in different ways. So today we are going to be comparing 3 of the generic brands, one from CVS, from Target, and from Walgreens, and we are going to be comparing them against Huggies. I went through and I did some research about prices, and the cheapest price was the CVS 160 count basic wipes tub. It comes to $3.29 for 140 wipes, which comes to about 2 cents a wipe, which is really good. And we go down all the way down the list to the most expensive brand, which surprisingly was CVS again, with their 20 count ultra soft wipes. That they are $1.99 for 20, so it comes to about 9 cents a wipe, which is pretty expensive if you ask me. So I will have all the prices down below of what exactly we have here, and we'll get on our way. So one thing I'm going to talk to you about, which I just noticed, is with this 140 count tub. With this tub, it is the cheapest, but the one thing I did not like is when you open it, it comes exactly like this. It comes like this. I have not done anything to the package, and when you open it, you would think there would be like a little safety seal or something on it, but there's nothing. It's just the wipes are here. So if this is something that you wanted to stockpile like I did, they dry out because there is nothing to keep the stuff in. So for me, these are just soft things. They're kind of useless to me. So that is one thing I did not like about the CVS one, is that there was no seal. Maybe that was just a factory defect for the one that I got, or maybe they do it on all of them. I'm not for sure, but this was just something that I did not like, especially if you are going to be using these on your kids, because I mean, you don't know what someone could come through and put in it, or what bacteria could get in it as well. So that was one thing. But other than that, everything else was sealed. All the other CVS brand ones were sealed. The one thing I really do like about Huggies, which came a little bit more expensive, but you know, did you get what you paid for, is when you buy these tubs, they are completely sealed. The whole tub is sealed with plastic, so no one can open it and they can't really dry out, which is something that I really liked about Huggies. So we are going to open one of each of these, and we are going to try them out on different things that I will have out, and we're going to clean my table because it needs cleaned. So the first thing, we are not going, since we know these do not work, this 140 count, we are going to put it to the side, and we are going to open the 20 count of the CVS brand wipes. They open just like any other wipes with, you know, where you tear back. This is sticky, so it can be resealed for later use. And 20 is actually about the, this one is actually seems a little bigger than the Target brand one, which has the same count in it as well. It seals up very well. There's no like little, you know, like spots of air or anything, so I give them a plus for that. When we open it out, they are very wet, very moist. They do have these little, like, I guess you could say, not pockets, but they're little bumps for cleaning. So we're going to be seeing how well these wipes take off makeup. I use them a lot. I use baby wipes instead of makeup wipes for my sensitive skin, and they're actually a lot cheaper than makeup wipes. So if that's something, if you're trying to save some money, you could always try baby wipes. So right here we have just some eyeshadow, something that you would particularly take off your face. So we're going to try the CVS one and see how well it takes us off. I would say it takes it off very well. Of course, when you start out, it does smear a little bit due to the fact that it's all in one place, but when you move the baby wipe down, it does get the rest of it off, and it does leave your hand very clean. So another one we're going to try with this is lip gloss, you might say. So we're going to do it on the top of my hand. So we're going to try some lip gloss as well. And it took the lip gloss off actually just in a couple swipes, which is what I would expect from any kind of makeup or wipe. So I would say the CVS ones that come out of the 20 count, which I suggest are the same ones they brand anyways, they do take off eyeshadow really well, and they do take off lip gloss. Now remember, this is makeup without a setter, so it'll be a little different with a setter in mind. So the next brand we are going to try is the UP&UP brand. These came in at 99 cents, so they are about 5 cents per wipe, or $1.99 for a 20 count. Makes 5 cents per wipe. It is a little bit more expensive, but this is also a travel size. The regular size wipes came in second to cheapest, just behind the CVS brand at they're $1.79 for 64, which comes into about 3 cents a wipe. So this is a better deal as well. So we are going to be doing the same test with the same 2 different makeups on the hand as well. So okay. So we're going to open this one. They do the exact same thing as the CVS one with the sticky tab, so you can reseal it. And they come out just the same. So we're gonna reseal it. We're gonna put it over here. And as I'm actually looking at it, it looks exactly the same as the CVS wipe. Like the little sections are the same, and actually the CVS wipe, it looks a lot thicker than the Target wipe. I can see through the Target wipe, and I really couldn't see through the CVS wipe as much. It seems to have a lot more holes in it, I guess you could say. But other than that, I mean, they look exactly the same. So we are going to try this wipe on eyeshadow. After doing that, I would say it did not take off as well as the CVS brand store did. It seemed like it had a little bit more trouble taking it off, and it seemed rougher on my skin. It just seemed like it scrubbed more than the CVS brand, which on baby wipes, I'm not really looking for a scrub. I'm looking more for just a cleanser. And so then that's kind of a downfall to it. These stretch, but they stretch for, I guess, more use, but they don't stretch back, so they can get into these wonky little shapes like I just pulled that one into. So where the CVS brand is it does not stretch. Well, it stretches a little bit, but it does not stretch as much as the Target brand does. So next we are going to be doing the same lip gloss as we did for the CVS brand. I would say this one didn't do as good of a job as well. It's leaving some residue on my hand of the lip gloss, to where the CVS brand one did not leave any residue, and I'm having to scrub at it to get it off, and it is not coming off very well. So I would say over the two CVS versus Target, I would say the CVS one brand is better, even though it is a little bit more expensive. So the next generic one we are going to try is the Wells Beginnings Sensitive Wipes, which these are from Walgreens. And I know some of you guys are kind of skeptical on these wipes because a couple months ago they were in a recall, but I will put a link down below to that article about them. But they were supposed to be pulled off their shelves, and since it has been a couple months, this should be a different batch. You can always, if you are skeptical, you could always look at them before you use them. If you are totally afraid, you could always get a different brand. It's not that big of a deal. So one thing with these that we don't know about the other ones, because we did not open them like that, is the seal sticky thing comes completely off, and then you have this plastic part that you have to snap shut to open. I would rather have this sticky. It seems like it's a better like seal to them than just this little plastic that could easily move around and get air into it. Let's see. If you just open up the flap of the Target one, it looks like it has the same thing as well, and I'm pretty sure it's probably the same with CVS. Yeah, it has the exact same thing. And actually, if you notice this, which is kind of funny to me, the CVS and the Target ones have pretty much the exact same lid design and the exact same sticker, which points to my directions that they are made in the same factory. So they're probably not that, I mean, they're not that different, but in our little test, it did show they were a little different, so you never know. So we're going to pull one of these. These came at $2.19, which actually this week, December, I think 7th, I'll put it here. They are actually free if you can find them at your store. This week they are $1.99. And when you buy one, you get 1,000 points. So 99 cents isn't bad. But when you buy, if they're buy one, get one free. So when you buy two, you pay $1.99. You get 2,000 points, which equals up to $2. So I have a video about that right here. So you can just click on that or click the link down below to look at that. So just pulling out these Wells Beginning ones, they came out very easily. They snap back. As you can tell, they are a different kind of brand. They don't have the circles. They have these squares, I would say. Instead of circles, just kind of a little bit of cleaning power. And then they also, which gets a kick out of me, they also have these little animals on here. These have lions and giraffes on them, which I think is hilarious. I mean, it's a little touch, for kids. But it might make your kids want to pull them out of the wipes even more. So it could be a bad or a good thing, but I think they're really cute. That's a big step in the direction for me. They do the same tall ways, pulling wise, they don't stretch. These do stretch like the others, but they seem to bounce back a little better than the other ones do. The other ones tend not to bounce back at all, and these tend to bounce back a little more. Sorry about that, you guys. My camera died, so I had to switch cameras. So we were just about to test out the Wells Beginnings, or the Walgreens brand of the wipes. So we're going to continue to put the eyeshadow on my hand. We're trying to put it on the exact same consistency of the other ones. So I would say this is about the same, or the same it's going to get. So we're going to take it. Let's see, one wipe. I would say that actually did surprisingly well. It got 99% of it off with just one wipe, and maybe the little animals, I guess, help with that, or just the little pockets are placed better, but it got it off mostly in one wipe. I had to do one more wipe just to get the little extra 1% off, but other than that, it did very well. It was a little tougher than the CVS brand, but it was about the same as the Target brand, so maybe the one for CVS I just got was softer or more filled with water. I don't know. So, but I would say that did very well, surprisingly well in that test. So we're going to try now the lip gloss. As well, so let's try that. I would say that one did surprisingly well. Also, it got it all off in one swipe, and it didn't leave any of the residue of the lip gloss that the Target one was leaving on my hand. So that was actually really, that was done really well. So I give 2 thumbs up to the Wells Beginning ones. They are an excellent brand. In this test, they did very, very well compared to the CVS and the Target brand. So the next one we're going to try out is our name brand product, which is the Huggies Natural Care. These are just ones that are in my stockpile, so I don't really particularly say like the Natural Care are better than blah, 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 blah. I think it just depends on your child. So we're going to open these, which might take a little longer than the other ones. But I do applaud having this whole plastic container. It does help with the freaks of the world who go and mess with stuff, because you could easily open this and then put the thing right back on, and then like someone who bought it would never know. So I do applaud the whole thing the whole plastic thing. So just something to think about when you are buying wipes, if you're using them for your children, is something like this that can easily be put back on, that you can't tell. Then it's like, what am I supposed to do? And also with Huggies, it's a little easier to find coupons on Huggies, and Huggies are sold at more stores. So if you don't have a Walgreens that's close to you, and you have a Target, Huggies are sold at Target as well. So you pop up the little lid, and it also, as you can tell, I feel like has a better little seal for the wipes. This is actually pretty much Bruce. Okay, so we're gonna have a visitor today on our channel. It's gonna be my cat Bruce. He will not get off the table, and I've been fighting him this entire time of filming. So as I was talking about, it does have this little like plastic thing, or yeah, like plastic that you can kind of, so it seems like it's better sealed as well with the Walgreens ones. Don't bite me, stop it! With the Walgreens ones, it just has an opening, so if this does accidentally be left open, or if your child or dog or cat does accidentally open it, it can dry out. So that's another step that you get with a name brand that's a little bit more expensive. The Huggies, they weren't our most expensive. The 64 count tubs, they run at Target for $2.39, which comes out to about 4 cents a piece per wipe. So they came in about 5th place. So it's not too bad. It's not, you know, the most expensive wipes. So I'm actually gonna pop this whole top off, which there is a nice little pop off right here. That with these you can also refill. So if you like the tub, but you don't want to pay more for the tub, and you buy them in bulk or something, like at Sam's or Costco, then you can refill them as well. And with this extra little like seal protection, the wipes break off a lot easier. You don't have to do the work. It kind of does it for you. So we are going to do the hand test on these Huggies ones as well. So let's put the eyeshadow on. Okay, so with the Huggies ones, there is no little like squares or circles. If they are, they're more micro that you can't see, but the Huggies ones does have this really cool, like, I guess, cloud and like ducky little design on it. So it has a design to where the CVS one and the Target one did not, but the Walgreens one did, which I guess that's not a huge thing for wipes, but it's just going that extra step. These do stretch. They break, actually. They tear really easily, surprisingly. So that's a step down. This way, they tear too. So let's get another one for this test. So if that is one thing you are trying to do, is clean up a lot of messes, these do tear really easily. I didn't have any of the store brand ones tear, so that's a huge kind of bummer for me. So let's put those to the side. So we're gonna grab one more. So we can tell the Huggies ones do not stretch. They tear, which is a huge thing for me at least, because it's just, that's a huge thing. So we're going to do one wipe. Which it actually left some residue, and then if you accidentally use like the same place, it will re-put it on your skin. So that's a huge thing. It doesn't seem to keep it in the wipe as well as I believe a name brand should, since you are paying a little bit more. So it did leave a little bit of residue on my skin of the eyeshadow, so I'm gonna have to try to get that off. So we're gonna scrub. These are really soft, but they also aren't at the same time. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you've dealt with baby wipes before, you know what I'm talking about. So let's do the lip gloss test. So we're going to do the lip gloss test with this one. So we're going to do one wipe. And it took off the lip gloss very well. There is a tiny bit of residue. So let's do one more wipe, and it did get it off. So lip gloss is a plus with this, but eyeshadow is not. So I'm guessing a lot of other powders it is not really good with if you're going to be using this to take off your makeup. So that was a downfall for me. So I don't know if you can see all of these or not, but so I have these all out, and out of the four wipes we tested, I would have to pick the Wells Beginnings. It was just enough as a strength, and they do put these kind of cute animals, which did help in my choosing as well. It got off the eyeshadow and the lip gloss very well for both of them. So hands down, this is a winner for me, especially for the price of them as well. Since they are, out of the 8 ones that we did, it was ranked 3 at 3 cents per wipe, to where the Huggies was ranked 4 cents a wipe. The Target one was ranked, depending on which one you get, the 20 count was ranked 5 cents a wipe, and the CVS one was ranked 9 cents a wipe. So that's a huge difference in price. It was the cheapest out of the packages we bought, it was the cheapest. Now if you buy the bigger package of CVS and the bigger package of the Target brand, the UP&UP brand, it's cheaper, but out of the 4 that we got, this one was the cheapest. So I would say hands down, this one was the better one out of the tests we did, but we did not test anything having to do with babies because I don't have a baby or a child to test it on. And the people that I nanny for, they don't use a store brand, or Huggies, so it's kind of hard to be like, I've used this in a real situation. So I would have to choose if you're going to use it, if you are a person like me who does not have a child and you are going to be using it, I would pick the Wells Beginnings wipes. I would say my second choice would probably be the CVS brand. It did snap back easier than the Target brand on the stretch test, and it seemed like it got more off the first time wiping through than the Target brand. So that would be my number 2. My number 3 would be the Target brand. Thank you, Bruce. My number 3 would be the Target brand, just because it did okay in the stretch test, and it did take 2 kind of wipes to take stuff off, but it still got it off essentially. And I would have to say the worst out of the 4 actually was the Huggies, surprisingly. It didn't get the eyeshadow off like I wanted. It doesn't keep it in the wipe, the residue. It will re-put on your skin, so if you are changing your child with the wipes, it could essentially re-put on like fecal matter or urine that you are wiping off your child that you can't physically see. So that was a huge downfall for me. And they didn't stretch. It tore apart with the same kind of pressure that we put on the other ones, which is really surprisingly, and you never want to tear apart a baby wipe. If you want to tear something apart and you want it smaller, you can use a wet paper towel. So that was a huge downfall for me. It didn't get the makeup off that well, so I just, with the natural ones, I do not like it a lot. I did recently use a thing of baby wipes to get the makeup off my face, and I would say it was a little tougher than with makeup wipes to get all my makeup off. I have not used the Wells Beginning as a full package for a long time to get my makeup off, so that will be a factor. But in the tests we did, Huggies was the worst, even though it was not the most expensive, but it is the name brand. So you get what you paid for, did you? If you're buying the name brand Huggies, I would say no. If you can, get the Wells Beginnings. They are a lot better. At the 2 tests we did, now just remember we didn't do anything with involving children, so it's a little different. But for involving people without children with makeup, we did 2 types of makeup and it worked the best. So that is all I have for you today on you get what you paid for? Did you really? If you haven't already and you want to join the savings army and never pay retail again, hit that sub button down below. So all the videos come directly to your sub box, so you don't have to search for them every Tuesday and Thursday. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Leave me a comment down below on what you think of these brands. Have you tried them? Are you going to try them now because of this video? Are you a Huggies person and you're like, oh crap, I should probably get a different brand. I never thought of it like that. So just leave that comment down below. I am currently campaigning on Indiegogo for some better equipment and lighting to make these videos even better for you guys. I'll have a link to that down below. I also have a link to my Facebook page where I post updates every day on some good deals. I'll have the link down below for the free baby's wipes, which were the Wells Beginnings baby's wipes. So I will just have that all down below. My name's Haley, and I will see you guys later. Bye.